Real Animals Tackle Box presented by CCA Florida and the CCA Star Tournament. In today's Real Animals Tackle Box, Captain Jim and I are using 7-foot 6-inch AR-15 and AR-20 medium-heavy fast-action rods by Bull Bay Rods, Quantum Cabo 40 and Smoke 40 spinning reels with 15-pound braided line and 25-pound fluorocarbon leader. We were throwing MirrOlure marsh minnows on quarter-ounce jig heads and MirrOlure Little John XLs rigged on weedless weighted bass hooks. Real Animals Tackle Box is brought to you by Quantum, the real choice for the real animals. Strike King, #1 in fishing lures. MirrOlure, the record setters. Ingle Coolers, the first, the best, your last. Bull Bay Rods, combined with original Fuji guides for a difference you can feel. The Real Animals Tackle Box presented by CCA Florida and the CCA Star Tournament. I'm going to switch up to the electric chicken. A lot of different bait companies go with this color. It's normally a great trout color. There's so many trout on this flat. I want to try it. I haven't tried this particular color of the marsh minnow yet, so let's give it a swing and see if it works in here. The water's a little dirty. Might be just the ticket to pick up a strike from a little bigger trout. Are you a paddle tail guy?
I like the paddle tails out here. I like the straight tails in the shallows.
Okay.
Unless the fish are waking or backing, and then I'll just do a straight retrieve paddle tail. If you find multiple types of baits, that's the best place to fish. Give the fish a little variety in their diet.
Well, nobody wants to go to the same restaurant every day.
No, you're right about that.
On days like today when we're having to work for our bite because it's summertime and it's hot, we don't have a tide working with us, then the presentation is going to be the whole key. Something we did this morning on those big redfish wasn't presented quite properly because they didn't want anything to do with us this morning.
No, I think they were looking for hollandaise sauce or something on there, so we weren't giving it to them.
There's our puffer. Ate half of my marsh minnow. This particular puffer is from the MirrOlure family of pufferfish. Our good friend Eric Bachnick has released from his pufferfish farm. Kind of a cool thing. Big fan of real animals, as we're going to let them go. Now, are you getting a bunch of big trout up here with these?
Well, they're mixed in with the smaller, typically in with the smaller redfish. If you find a group of small slot-sized reds, not those 40 inchers that just kind of snubbed us there. The trout, the 20 to 24 inch trout have been hanging in with them. So it's been fun when we get on the smaller schools like that too. You know, I like to cast downwind, but I find a lot of times if you cast across the wind, you get a good sweep too, and you get more fish that way. I don't like to cast into the wind.
No.
You just don't seem to do as good.
Wind not central usually.
Yeah, that too.
To boot, yeah.
Well, I think, you know, here, because we don't have current, it's more of a wind generated type of a scenario. The fish swim into a current, and if you're pulling your bait or your lure in exactly the opposite direction, I just don't think the fish, I think they're smart enough to figure it out that it's not right.
Right. I get to thinking that there may not be a bigger fish snob on the planet than the Florida angler, because we get to fish so many days a year.
It's ridiculous.
And our fisheries are so diverse, you know, that we get to, you know, I know guys that don't want to catch Jack Crevalle. Really?
Really?
That's a great fish. Yeah. I mean, it's a great fish. Now, you know, do I want to put one on the table? No. Absolutely not. But it's a great fighting fish. An 8-10 pound jack, give you all you want.
Well, you have to think about it. You know, those big beach jacks, 20, 25, 30 pound jack. A 30 pound jack will pull a 60 pound tarpon backwards all day long. All day.
All day.
Now, just because they don't jump, they don't deserve the same amount of respect that the tarpon does. I'm not necessarily convinced of that.
I agree. That's why I say we get to be fish snobs, just the worst, because we're so blessed with tarpon and kingfish and, you know, incredible shark fishing and monster redfish. And
well, there's no day in the state of Florida where you can't go out and potentially catch a trophy fish.
Right.
Of some kind.
Right.
Freshwater, saltwater, there's no day that you can't have that happen for you.
Closed captioning brought to you by Gator Ford.